It looks like it's icing. No?
Let me fix this, Jay.
No, it doesn't look like icing. Well, that looks like your bedroom from high school.
How about this one? This is better.
Yeah. So you're back to the piano?
Back to the piano. That's safe.
I'm going to make a mental note to send you pictures to put behind you. Or you
I'm in my sister's basement in Thunder Bay, so
it's okay.
She'd probably let me. She's a good woman. She'd probably, yeah, put up any pictures you want. Oh, these are the ones from Jay.
Thank you for that. Anyways, Dom, we have a great show, and welcome everyone to Late Night Restaurant Show on LinkedIn. We are live right now. It is it's special tonight. Dom, do you like hazelnut treats?
I love hazelnut treats.
Do you?
Yeah.
Made with Nutella?
Nutella, yeah. Nutella's made from hazelnuts.
Well, I know that. But do you like them? Well, that's like a double thing, right? Like if you have hazelnuts and Nutella together on pastry.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's a double whammy.
Double whammy.
Double
I love
whammy.
hazelnuts. I like Nutella. I like chocolate. I like bread.
I think you like pastry. My Achilles is pastry.
Yeah. I'm more of a bread guy, but pastries for sure. Flaky pastries.
Do you think he does butter tarts?
I don't think so. I was there. We'll have to ask him.
Nick, we're gonna have to get you to butter tart it up, buddy.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. I'll teach you a few things.
Well, okay, Jay.
This guy is incredible. We're having on tonight. Anyways, Dom, what are you doing September 8th and 9th in Calgary?
Next Food Expo, Food Service and Hospitality Expo, as it says in my title there.
Yeah.
The next Food Service and Hospitality Expo is going to be happening in Calgary. Myself and a friend of mine, Kendrick Svong, my co-founder, we're going to have a Food Service and Hospitality Expo in Calgary. First one in probably 12, 13, 14 years, like a long time since the West has had a meaningful.
You had a ponytail.
I think I was bald even then.
You had a man bun back then.
I've never had one of those. I don't think I could do it. You know, the hair everywhere else on my body is growing like crazy, though. I can tell you that.
Let's get it on the top.
Well, September 8th and 9th, Calgary.
Maybe we can convince Nick to be at next and to bring some pastry, Nick.
Well, he could also come and say, "Hey, own a Paris baguette." Oh,
have you seen his donuts? Have you seen these donuts he's done?
Yeah.
Did you see the donuts when you were there?
I sent you the pictures that day. Remember?
I know
you were drooling. But
that was called field work. You're doing field work.
That's what I write on my receipts, Jay.
Field work.
Research.
Anyways, Mr. Beck, I don't even know where Mr. Beck is right now. But I hope he's safe out there in the world somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's traveling, whatever else.
His way to Chicago, I'm sure. Today.
He's probably on his way to Chicago. We're not going to be in Chicago,
No.
We're not going to be in Chicago, unfortunately. But I am going to be speaking at a couple events here in Calgary. And also, I got to do a shout out to a restaurant I'm going to Juniper. They're doing a 5-course meal for me. Because I worked with them and helped them. And really, I met with the chef today, and what a sweetheart. And he's like, come on out and bring some people and let's have a dinner.
Excellent.
For their new menu they're launching.
That's cool.
People are saying they've never been to a Michelin star restaurant before. He doesn't have a star, so it's going to be that over the top. So it should be pretty cool.
Nice.
So anyways, let's talk pastry, Dom. They have milk bread. What's it? I'm going to ask what difference.
I had milk bread. I had it.
You look at you, hey? You
Friday.
just saw that. Like, you do get excited about
I ate
bread.
the whole thing.
Did you see how I got excited about that?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That's
spectacular.
bread.
It's bread. It's milk bread. It's different. It's good. It's really, really good.
200, what did you say? 238 locations he's got?
No, more.
Was it more? Is it more, Nick? Give me a point up. Yeah, it's a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's around there. It's around there. Okay.
Oh, it's around
238, Dom. You don't listen very well. Well, it's the math thing.
Well, and it's a
Nick, you'll mess it up. You'll have 338 by the end of the night. But it's great to have a guest like this. We haven't had a show in a while because we've been busy. But we got good stuff coming up. You've got Next coming up. I've got some summons coming up.
Yeah. We just came back from the Restaurants Canada show a few weeks ago. That was really good to see lots of people there.
I did a big event last week in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Doing another one in 2 weeks. Yeah, we're busy. Like it's crazy. So we're getting this podcast and we're honored to have Nick on the show tonight from Paris Baguette.
Yeah.
Ask about the name. I'm curious about the name. What do you think it's about?
I think Paris.
Why didn't they go just Paris coffee or Paris pastry?
Let Nick tell us.
Okay. We're in for him.
Yeah, anyways, we're ready.
All right, you ready to roll?
What's our intro like now? Like 7 seconds, 10 seconds. Or still only 4 or 5?
It's still 10. It's still 10. We're working on it. Okay. It's with the producer team.
Go, Jay.
There we go. We'll be right back. Nick, welcome.
Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
How are you?
Nick, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you guys?
We always do that. People are like, what is it the first time you talk to him? No, we talk.
Yeah. You know what? I didn't even put my name there. It just says Next. My name's Dominic, actually. Nick, sorry.
Good to meet you, Dominic. Thanks.
Nick, we have so many questions. Dominic has been working on this for weeks. So excited to have you
might have to send me on another
we have to
field investigation.
We have to do a few test pilots.
Nick, tell us about you and Paris Baguette, and then because Jay wants to know how'd you come up with a name? Because
is it obvious?
You wanted to call it Paris pastry or something.
Sure. Paris Baguette was started back in the 40s out in South Korea. Fast forward, we came to the U.S. in 2005. Launched in LA, California, and have been started franchising several years later, and now here we are in 2025, and we're 229 locations across North America, and scaling in Canada and scaling in the U.S., and it's an incredibly exciting time.
Cool. When it started, where and in the 40s?
Inspirationally, back in the 40s, the brand really started to develop and come to form in the 80s, and came over to the U.S. and we launched in the U.S. in 2005.
Yeah, if anybody listening or watching has a chance to go, it is spectacular. The stuff is all beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautifully done. It's beautifully displayed. And the really good part of all of this is, and I just I know how to eat this stuff, is it also tastes really good. It tastes really good.
Well,
is there other locations in the world, or is there only in North America when you say launched in North America?
No, all around the world. In our most dense market is in Seoul, South Korea. We're in China, Singapore.
How many locations worldwide?
Over 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow. So Nick, I got to start. So how did you get into this? Is this family, or where's the start for you?
For me, I've worked in restaurants in hospitality my entire career. I've always enjoyed working with people and being able to spend good time with people, working with them, developing them, and kind of watching their careers grow and flourish. And that's what's been really most astonishing for me throughout my career in hospitality and food and beverage. specifically with Paris Baguette, I started in 2020 in a strategy capacity and working with very closely with our innovation and R&D teams, which was incredible. From there, I spent a number of years in operations, and just recently over the past couple weeks now have officially moved over to our development team, overseeing our growth, construction, real estate, and franchise sales groups.
Wow, there's so many questions, Tom.
Well, I guess my first question is,
this would be your second, by the way.
Sorry. Okay. My second question is, when I was at the location here, there in Calgary, I'm not there today, but everything is beautiful. Like, it's just beautiful. It's what you saw in those pictures that Jay had up. I took the same pictures in Calgary. Now, that takes skill on the pastry side and on the sandwich side too. Like in food, all of it takes skill. But when you do, you got to, pouring a coffee is important for sure. Takes some skill. But to get the pastries, what's the training involved for that staff? It's got to be intense.
It's intense training. We have phenomenal trainers and several training centers around the country. And pre-opening is really the most aggressive and intense training we have. It's before any franchise owner opens their cafe, they attend four straight weeks of training at a training center, and it's super hands-on, incredible experience. They learn every single product. There's a team of 10 typically, bakers, cakers, the manager and the owner all come to and participate in the training, and they leave, after those 4 weeks, really having a good understanding of what it takes to produce the entire menu.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, the training must be incredible, because if in 4 weeks they're turning out stuff that looks like that,
that's pretty. Yeah,
it's really good. So hats off to you guys.
Thanks.
The displays are also beautiful. So not only is the product really good, what you guys do in the store is incredible as well. So hats off to you again for that. Like, it's just well done. It's like a warm, nice place. Yeah. Can't say enough. Like Jay was talking about the milk bread. It's like, yeah, I had it. I had a whole loaf.
You had a whole loaf.
I had the little one that's like.
No, it's not. There's never a little one. That's a loaf, dude.
Is that meant to share, Nick, or is that for one person?
It's
for like a family.
Single serving. It's fine.
There we go.
We're all friends here.
It was for a family. So Nick, how do you pick franchisees? Is it you got to be looking for the right person, because it must be important to keep that brand standard of the people you're bringing on to represent the brand, to making those decisions. That's got to be a pretty difficult task.
Yeah, it's crucial. We look at every prospective owner that wants to be a part of the Paris Baguette family as someone who is representing the brand in new cities, new states, new provinces, right? And we take it very seriously. And the way we do that is we really our intention is to make sure that every prospective franchise owner, as we're approving their entry into the system, is abiding by our brand values. And if they do that, they rise to the occasion, they nourish the community, they spread joy, and they have heart, then we're open for them to be a part of the organization.
Is it hard to get into Paris Baguette? Dominic's looking for a second thing to his list.
Well, here's the I'll let you answer, but here's the plus of buying a franchise. Obviously, Jay, is it's a proven system. How many thousands of locations?
Over 4,000 globally.
Sounds like they're doing something right. I would just guess, right? So first off, they're doing something right. So people are lined up, obviously, to have a franchise like this. Plus, there's a love of baking, and there's been, unless in some major cities you have really nice pastry shops still, But for the most part, nice pastry's been out of the landscape in Canada anyway, probably for 30 years.
Yeah, it's an incredibly exciting time. I mean, who doesn't love croissants, baked goods, cakes, great coffee? So,
yeah.
Nick, you ever have a coffee party?
I've never had a coffee.
Have you been seeing these coffee parties?
I've seen them.
I haven't seen a coffee party.
Okay, so Nick, Dom, I always bring something to the guest.
I brought this to you a couple weeks ago. Remember I was talking about it?
Because you read it in my newsletter.
No.
I knew.
I own that there, buddy.
Okay, so I was going to say is, Nick, they have coffee parties. So they bring in DJs, and instead of a nightclub, they actually have a party at the cafe place.
Oh, I did see this. I saw it on Instagram. Yeah. It was like a almost like a dance party, right?
Yeah, like a rave kind of thing. Yeah.
Almost like a rave. Yeah.
At a coffee shop.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's really smart. Because the first part is people are consuming booze. So like the whole, place is going to get trashed is probably a lot less likely.
Yeah. And they're enjoying coffee. Why not? And getting sugared up.
And you could buy, you'd have bottle service at a bar, but you'd have croissant service at a coffee shop.
Thanks, Tom. Anyways, so Nick, how do these cakes come? Like, these things are insane. Have you seen the cappuccino cake, Tom? You should see it.
Yeah, I was there.
Do you pre-order these? Like, you must pre-order these as you're ordering these.
It's on display, ready for purchase.
Look at it.
Yeah, cappuccino's beautiful. You'll see the strawberry soft cream. It's probably in there. Is our best seller. Cappuccino sells really well. It's our cakers make the cakes on site every day, and just really popular category for us.
It's Dom. You can eat this whole thing. It's less than a Big Mac for calories.
Yep. I like the idea of the strawberry. What'd you call it? Strawberry soft cake.
Yep, strawberry soft cream.
Yeah,
delicious, light, airy, fluffy. Fresh whipped cream.
How long have you been in Canada?
2.5 years now.
Okay, and how many locations do we have up here?
13 now.
Wow, 13.
Yeah, and we have another approximately 30 that are sold but not open. So, with a goal of 100 by 2030 in Canada.
Good for you guys.
Yeah,
wow.
Thank you.
So you must like, we got to figure this out, because I think that's crazy growth. That's awesome growth. It's got to be nuts. So you must have an incredible team behind you.
We have an incredible team. Yeah, incredible.
How do you keep them going, man? Like hundreds a lot, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. We have great people. We have teams of field bakers, cakers, business consultants, DMs that are all out and about and working with our franchise owners to help them help make sure they're successful.
That's crazy.
I think the cool thing about baking is people want to get into it. It's a lot of hard work.
Oh, here we go.
It is, Jay.
No, okay. So Dick, Dom's a master baker.
Well, I didn't say it, Jay. I didn't say it.
There is. He is a baker. He's a professional baker. I'm not joking either. He's a professional baker.
But
every time I talk about baking,
well, that's why I ask, is like the training, then the franchise owners, the franchisee owners, the franchise owners. Now we got to work at keeping that staff, because you're always going to be training to some extent. But what's the secret sauce to keeping people on board? Because that's a challenge, I think, unless maybe you guys got a secret that you can help us with.
Engagement and motivation, I think, are critical, right? And continuing to engage team members and incentivize where possible. But really, I think the human connection is so important, and recognizing people for the job they do and thanking them genuinely. As we say, really spreading joy within the four walls is paramount.
It's so true. I'm glad you said it, because we me and Jay, I want to say we preach it because we're not preachers, but we talk about that a lot, that it's not always the money. It's really the community, the feeling of team, the feeling of you're part of something. You're spreading joy in your case, right? They're making beautiful stuff on top of everything, right? Mm-hmm. So there's pride. And I'll tell you for Calgary, the people I engaged with, there was two people working the counter, and there was somebody running back and forth. I didn't talk to that person, but both of them were incredibly positive. You just felt it. Like it was like it was cool. It was really cool.
That's great.
Yeah, it was. I got on the phone with these guys and I was telling them after. Jay was jealous because I said I was going to go down there, but it's that's hard to do, and I think that location's probably been open like a year and a half or something. So to see that far in, it's like, okay, well, obviously somebody's doing something right? The brand is doing something right, the franchisee's doing something right, the product's right? Everybody that was leaving there was like enthused, because they're leaving with the blue box. I think the packaging is beautiful. Like it's all done really, really well. Is those brand standards around the world the same, or does North America have a different deal?
A lot of the elements are consistent around the world, but North America has a very specific look and feel that's relevant to this, to the U.S. and Canada.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Nick, I want to have some fun with you. See how good you know your croissants. Okay, you think you know your stuff, Nick?
Yeah.
I'm going to say
you got me nervous now that Dom is a master baker.
Well, I won't be able to answer that question. It's going to be math, guaranteed.
Okay,
so say, how many book folds or something?
What?
Well, see, there you go, Jay. I win already.
I'm getting ready for the quiz. So we didn't tell you about that, Nick, but we're going to quiz you.
Book folds is lamination when you make croissants.
Is that what it was called, Nick? Is he seriously by that?
What did he say? I couldn't hear.
A book fold. Like how many book folds when you're laminating croissants or laminating dough?
Book folds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Nick.
It's breaking up.
Very smart, Nick.
It's the internet connection after 9:30.
Yeah. Sure it is. I got that lecture the other day. Okay, Nick. So when was why is the croissant called a croissant?
Oh man.
We'll start off easy.
That's easy?
That's easy?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Why? Oh shit. No, I didn't ask you.
Oh.
It's for Nick.
Nick,
you're Googling. Don't Google. You cannot Google, Nick. Hands above camera.
Shout out to Gus Hutter, my baking instructor at Canada College. The crescent moon is made for somebody in Turkey, a Turkish prince or something.
He's right.
It is after the moon. Yes.
Yes.
The crescent of the moon.
Yes.
Right, and it's an Australian pastry chef. Is it a pastry chef or is
no?
It
not Australian. Austrian.
I said Austrian.
You said Australian. What did he say, Nick? We keep tabs here.
I'm gonna go with the host.
Well, I'm the co-host.
So Nick, according to Google, is one croissant a day okay?
Yes.
I think 7 or 8 croissants a day are okay.
I'm with you, Nick.
Yeah.
At least 6, Jay.
The more the merrier.
6? Have you heard about the 7-day croissant task?
What's the 7-day croissant test?
You're supposed to have 7 croissants, mini croissants, in 7 days. Like one a day for 7 days.
I think we'd do full size.
Just mini croissants?
Yeah. It's a mini. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, no, 7 a day, I think, is probably the number of minis.
Yeah.
Just have 7 a day? You know that loaf on Nick's menu says shareables, by the way?
Well,
just so you know, Dom.
They glaze it with, I'm going to say, some sort of apricot glaze. I don't know what it was, but it was.
Did you apricot it? No.
It's not apricot.
It's not apricot?
No.
No.
So Nick, how much butter do you guys go through in a year?
Oh man.
A lot of butter.
Yeah, I can imagine. Eh?
That's the correct answer, Jay.
Like truckloads of butter, right?
Many truckloads.
Many
Are the
truckloads of
croissants
butter.
made on site, Nick?
We produce everything's baked on site at every location.
No way. Okay, that just sets you totally apart. That doesn't exist, Dom. That's why
That's what I was saying, Jay.
stores
Like,
in 5
train
years.
the level of commitment by the franchisee, the staff to get that quality, get it consistently. That's hard in baking. It is.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's so the training. Back to the training is incredible. Like the stuff is beautiful.
We should have you down to our training center sometime, Don.
I'm coming. I want to come.
I'd love to have you down.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, the stuff is and
He'll teach you guys.
I'm blown away, Jay, because it's hard, man. It's really, really hard. You need. My sister owns a bakery. You need
here we go.
The person that's working there, and the ones that are successful, the people stay, right? Because their skill is their skill. But to transfer that skill to a brand new person, that's tough. So hats off to your trainers again. It's tough, Jay. It's tough in a kitchen, right?
I know. I've tried it. I've never really tried making.
It's really tough. Now you take baking. So you've got yeast or you got lamination or whatever it is, right? Or so now you're adding this other. Baking can be tougher than cooking.
Nick, do you guys got butter tarts?
No butter tarts. We have a butter cream bread.
Okay.
Not even close. But JC?
Now, is it because butter tarts is more British? That's French.
Who knows? Who knows what winds up on our menu at some point?
We got to talk, Nick. I'll send you some butter recipes, butter tart recipes.
Send it. We're open. Always innovating.
Good for you. Good for you, Nick. That's the.
Well, no, I just honestly. So usually, Nick, what we do is I'll tell you how to run your business, but unfortunately, this is. I think you're rocking it. Honestly, I think you're killing it. I love the look.
We'd expect you not to listen, by the way, too. If Jay tells you,
but it's Dom. It's like an experience.
Advice, you do the opposite, and you're going to be super successful.
So, no, I honestly, because I look at this and I see because it's an experience going here. Dom, you felt an experience. You did leave and go sit in your car.
I did. And you know what? And everybody coming in there was super. Like they were just jacked. Like looking at people look at all this stuff was like me looking at it. I felt like a 7-year-old kid. Like I'm looking at.
It must smell incredible in there too.
It was. Plus the weather was nice, so everything was extra nice, right? People were sitting outside in the patio. It was just good. Yeah,
that's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you dip your croissant, Nick?
Oof.
This is a tough question, man.
I don't dip. I actually prefer. We have a few different flavored croissants, so I enjoy the different types of flavors. So I don't necessarily dip. Raspberry almond is my favorite. Almond is right behind it. I just enjoy the flavors.
Yeah, it's good because it's bad etiquette if you dip it. So
what?
It is. It's bad etiquette. You're supposed to.
Okay, first off, what the fuck does Google know, Jay?
No, I'm reading all the rules of croissants. But
that's not a rule.
It's a rule. It says it's a rule. If
you went to Paris or if I went anywhere in the world, would they be dipping their croissant? Probably, in a lot of places.
Okay, Master Baker. Sure. Why do they have holes?
Croissants?
Yeah.
Where?
You tear it apart. It's very holy. Like Nick, you must look at that, right? You don't want a squished one. You want one with lots of air, right?
That's the butter, Jay. That's the leavening. There's no yeast. It's the butter that steams off or boils basically inside there and lifts up the dough.
Really?
Yeah. You want a nice when you slice it open, you want a nice even aeration inside.
I didn't have a croissant. I'm going back though when I get back to Calgary.
Yeah, well, I'm in Calgary next week. I'm going to go and try one, Nick.
Yeah.
So Nick, as we have a lot of operators that come on here, and everyone wants to grow like you grow, and a lot of them are figuring out how to franchise and how to go move bigger. What's that secret sauce? Not that you have to share yours, but what would you say is that secret sauce that you would say to people getting one into the industry or looking at franchises?
I think focus on differentiation, I think, is the first is the first part. And when you identify what differentiates you, really hone in on it and be relentless on continuing to develop it. And that's the way we focus on product quality, R&D, and that's the way we focus on guest experience. So relentless about both.
You mentioned R&D there.
It does show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you mentioned, Nick, you mentioned R&D there. How important is R&D? Because I teach a lot of people about the importance of R&D for restaurants. How important is that?
It's incredibly important. Of course, on the food side, the product side, but also innovating in different capacities, whether it's with innovative software, ways to help the teams, ways to be more efficient, ways to help your franchise owners. It's the world's ever evolving, and the more we can evolve and support the brand and the growth and the operators and obviously the product, the better off we'll all be.
Yeah.
Isn't that brilliant? That's why you're successful. It really is. It really, I think a lot of people, especially independent operators, unfortunately, don't spend enough time in R&D.
Well, and that's back to the magic of sometimes being part of a franchise group, right? Is that somebody's doing all those other pieces that you can't do as an independent. It's hard. It's hard to wear all those hats. It's hard to do R&D. It's hard to research software. It's hard to find the best ingredients. It's hard to train all your staff, right? It's hard to have a payroll system and a POS system that's all functioning. So franchises are successful. The ones that, like you're doing, are ultra focused on quality, ultra focused on the guest experience. And we've talked about that as well, Jay. I felt that. And I'm not just saying that. I've had bad experiences at places too. But I felt that when I was there. So that, my question was, and I said it to you, hey, these guys have been around, I think, 1.5 years in Calgary. How do they do it, right? So they're doing something right because the people are still happy. The guests are happy. All the pastries look beautiful. Like they look like the pictures that are on your site. So something's happening, right? So when we know it, when a business focuses on that, the guest, like in my case, and the people that were walking out with their little blue boxes, they're all smiling because they were happy. My thing would be when you bring that home and open that box up, people are always thrilled to see the pastries. If they're all crap, there's not going to be that thrill factor there, right? There just won't be. They'll be okay. Thanks for bringing pastries, but when they look beautiful and then they taste really good, yeah, that's just like food, right? Presentation is a big part of
so important.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, people they eat with their eyes first, and it's actually one of the reasons why we added the center island. So as soon as you walk in, we have that long center island. It ranges from 12 to 20 feet in some places. Yeah, you can walk around. We see people videoing constantly, walking around and literally posting live videos or stories on Instagram. It's
the white
a centerpiece.
Everything. I think just everything. You guys have nailed it. It's beautiful. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
Right. And here's the other thing. I was there at 4 p.m. It'd probably been open like for 8 hours already. I don't know what time do you guys open in the morning? Probably 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah, 6 now.
6 a.m.
Holy cow!
The place was spotless, Jay, which I think is also super important. The place was spotless. So, again, whatever they're doing, I think that's like, I thought of Disney World when I was there in that sense. Like, it's like, hey, everything's like ultra perfect here. What's going on? Is this a test store or something? Like, probably not. It's in Calgary. Maybe it is for Canada. I don't know. But yeah, if you're that good at it, how do you keep going at that?
Mm-hmm.
Because that gets hard. That gets harder to maintain, especially as you grow. But if you're, you tell us.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. It's it's so interesting for us. We always think about our business is different today than it was yesterday, and it'll be different tomorrow than it is today. And just we operate with the consistent mentality of how will we support our franchise owners tomorrow, at a different unit count and a different franchise owner count. And we're always considering that as we grow and as we sign and bring more franchise owners into the Paris Baguette family. So
Good
finding the right people. Yeah, finding the right people is with the right attitude and who care about the product and the brand is number one.
Yeah, good for you. That's awesome, because I think you see this all the time as some brands grow really big, grow really fast. They kind of forget what got them there, kind of what brought them to the show, right? It's like,
yeah.
And very quickly you see them in decline because they're not following, brand standards or product standards, or they lower their standards to meet the lower quality of franchisees sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like not every franchisee is going to be perfect, right?
Yep.
Nick, do you guys do any CPG products?
We do. We have a selection of packaged goods, retail, grab and go. We do. We offer roll cakes. We actually just launched a retail merchandise campaign for coffee mugs, grinders.
Oh,
Whole bean coffee. We had this like really incredible set of products last year for the Christmas and holiday season. Nutcrackers, little Paris Baguette snow globes. Yeah, super cute.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, so a couple last questions here. I got an idea for you.
Sure.
So, Dom, I'm not going to not give it. I have an idea. So you always said you want to do a good idea. So back in the day, way back, you could dip your baguette. And it's not a baguette. Sorry, dip your croissant in butter. So you should have butter dips.
Messy.
Brilliant. Brilliant idea, Dom. No, you get your croissant and you'd be like, well, geez, I like a butter dip. And it says butter.
Yeah, everybody's going to be saying that, Jay, all over, everywhere for sure.
Well, if you're poking back a freaking loaf of bread, I'm sure a little thing of butter ain't going to kill someone.
It didn't need butter, buddy. It didn't need it.
I know, but I'm just thinking of butter dip.
It was milk bread. It was honey glaze. I don't know. I'm going to guess on all the glazes now, I guess. I don't know.
Kind of talk about the other day. Yeah, we'll talk about that a different day. Anyways, well, Nick, congratulations, first of all. You made it through a show. No, congratulations on your success. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to try it next week when I'm in Calgary. And congratulations. And what's your last thing you want to say to everyone out there?
Thanks for tuning in. It's incredible time for Paris Baguette in our journey in the U.S. and Canada. And there's a lot more to come, and we'll hopefully be in a city, state, and province near you.
And we put on the screen
the 9th. Wait a sec. Let me say something.
Sorry. You should do this.
You should come to the next Food Service and Hospitality Expo in Calgary.
I'd love to.
The 9th. And sell franchises. We only want 5% of the sale, but other than that, it's all good.
Lifelong. Too.
It's breaking up again.
Exactly. It's good.
Yeah, September 8th and 9th. Well, here's the, you know what? Franchise groups do. I'm not soliciting your business, but if you want to come, you're welcome to come. But franchise groups do go to trade shows because restaurateurs go to trade shows, right? Mm-hmm. The smart ones go to trade shows because they get to see the new innovative things, right? They get to see the new equipment, the new food products. They get to see a big selection of, a couple hundred different vendors all in one spot. So they're incredibly important to attend. And I have seen multiple franchisors display at the trade shows because a lot of times they want an existing operator that understands the food service business, because that's somebody that just wants to get into the restaurant business is not necessarily always your best franchisee, right? They think, oh, this is going to be just all, money and rainbows. And it's not. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of dedication. It's the long hours. It's working with, young people and new people. So it can be challenging. So you need the right person for that.
Yeah.
And that's, Jay, we know that's people that are from the food service world.
Yeah.
Because they're used to all those things. Sorry, Nick.
Sorry, he just keeps going next. Sorry. Anyways, congratulations, Nick. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we'll see you at the next show this fall in Calgary. And all the best to you, man.
Can I ask
Can't
you
wait
one
to try
more
your
thing?
products.
Sorry.
You just
Thank you,
don't
guys.
stop, do you? The poor guys.
Yeah,
probably.
sorry. Where's the next location opening in Canada? You know, just roughly, like off the top of your head.
Poor guys, like got 100 coming up. You think he knows?
He's in
Yes,
charge
so-
of it. Yes, he knows. He's got a list.
Heritage Valley just opened this past week in
Heritage
in
Valley?
Alberta. Yeah, and we have
Where's Heritage Valley in Alberta? In Calgary?
at Etobicoke on 171 North Queen.
Etobicoke, okay.
Okay.
That's in the Toronto area, GTA. That's actually by Edwin.
Yeah, we'll send Edwin there.
Yeah.
Awesome, Nick. All the best, buddy.
Thanks so much, Nick.
All right.
Thanks for
Thanks
joining us.
again.
Eric.
Yeah,
Right.
appreciate it.
Nick, how do you see? Oh, gee, you cut me up again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Didn't mean to.
Very cool.
Yeah, when you think about the growth on that, when you think about a restaurants, there's keys there that you have to take. One, it's the consistency, it's the leadership, it's a culture, it's doing things right, it's paying attention to the small details. Like walking around a pastry booth, right? Like those things are important, and hats off to them.
Yeah, and
And lots
the
better.
tough thing in the restaurant business is you can't just do one of them right? You got to do them all right.
Yeah, you
to
can't
have
have
that
one
kind of
crap. Oh yeah, you probably
You just have to have them all. You have to have them all right. And I like that he talked about culture in their, at their locations, and that people want to be part of something, and they want to
That's hard to do, man. That's hard to
produce
do.
beautiful pastry like that. I think that's the cool part, because people are wowed by that. Like when you bring that to somewhere, like food does it too, right, Jay? We get pretty jazzed up about food.
Do you think that coffee? I should have asked this to him. Do you think coffee shops and pastry shops like this are becoming the new, either like late night place instead of pubs, or is it also becoming the place to? It's your third place now, opposed to restaurants.
It's your third place.
Yeah.
I think in some cases it has replaced some of the pubs and stuff, but it's still an after. You see some of these places that are doing desserts in a big way. Like this is a little different than just a dessert place, right? There's some dessert places that just do desserts, and they're kind of sit down. Plus, they're doing meals as well. This is a little different than that. I think there's just like it's happened in the food scene, right? There's an expectation from the consumer that all this stuff just needs to be better.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the
grocery stores coming back to it. They're like they want to put better stuff out, right? They have to.
They got to.
And he talked about the differentiator. How are we going to be different? People are going to be chasing them to they're going to be chasing them on the quality. They're going to be chasing them on the presentation. They're going to be chasing them on the taste, the value. Like those are all things.
I don't think you supported my butter dip idea though.
No, he did not, Jay. We should have. You should start that. You should start that. You're putting out your idea with. Have you ever heard that no idea is a bad idea? That's how I would start it.
Is that how it goes?
Now,
have you heard about my breakfast ketchup idea?
Sounds like a really good idea, Jay.
No,
what do you want to put the ketchup right in the scrambled eggs, Jay?
No. I think, and I have one of my restaurants I work with, is I said, we got to create a CPG product line, and he does breakfast. And I said, why isn't there a special breakfast ketchup? Because the ketchup you use now is the same one you use on burgers and hot dogs and fries.
But why does it need to be different? Maybe is the question.
Because it's breakfast.
No, but would the flavor be different, or just?
Yeah, I think a little.
Kind of in a syrup bottle.
Yeah, well, no, but I think a little less vinegar.
Oh.
Because vinegar.
Well, you know why there's vinegar, right? That makes it shelf stable.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not saying get rid of it. I just said less.
Oh.
So I think you do a little less vinegar, ketchup bottle a little bit maybe easier to grab because it's breakfast.
I'd be curious to know how many people use ketchup at breakfast.
Quite a few, man.
Yeah. I don't like ketchup.
No, I don't either. I tried the other day, but I'm not a fan of it. But the other thing on this is why I think
if it was Peter, would you have liked it?
What?
If it was sweeter ketchup, would you have liked it?
Yeah.
And if it was presented
Down
to
the vinegar, up the sugar.
a breakfast ketchup, would you have liked it?
Yeah, I would have been
If
like,
the
hey,
server
let's
would
try
have
this
said,
breakfast ketchup.
"Hi, Jay, welcome back. Have you tried our breakfast ketchup?"
It's a new idea, Heinz. Hint, hint. Trademark. Trademark.
You know how they have ultra fast fashion? Have you heard of ultra fast fashion?
No.
Well, I was just going to say you should start a company that's ultra fast consumer product goods. So soon as you say trademark, somebody in a factory is, hey, we got to get Jay's breakfast ketchup, and they're putting it together and it's in the market tomorrow.
It will be. I think it would be a winner. Not as much as having 4,000 stores. I wonder what their staff party's like.
Well, I don't think they all got together at once. It'd be hard.
Well, there's a time that they all get together. You know that they all
Around the
get
world.
together.
I don't know if it'd be all the staff, though. Do you think?
No, I think it'd just be like the
'Cause they'd have to-
management.
yeah, for
But
sure.
it's still, that's a lot of people,
Yeah, it would be awesome.
right?
Good
If it's
for
a
them.
+2, that's 10,000.
Yeah.
Close. 8,000 for your math. Anyways,
Your math like me?
yeah, math.
A both?
I like both, but I was gonna say, I'm so glad you had to ask him twice how many stores when he told you twice.
No. My second one was worldwide. Wait a second.
No. How many stores does he have in Canada or in North America?
232.
Not even close.
How many?
229.
229. That's within 3.
I always write all my notes down.
229.
So you know. That's a tip,
4,000
by the way.
worldwide.
Get you a podcast notebook. There's another marketing idea.
Okay, Jay.
Anyways, so Mr. Beck just messaged on LinkedIn. So Mr. Beck, hope you're okay. Miss you here, man. Could have talked butter dip croissants.
Yeah, Mr. Beck, you didn't miss one good idea, right? The second one was really good though. The breakfast ketchup. I like that one.
Is that that's a keeper?
Yeah.
Now you didn't get any of the good ideas. So 7 days of Greek is 7 days Greek.
Is 7 days Greek? I don't know what that is. No.
Okay.
Is that around croissants again?
Yeah.
No.
Croissants may contain eggs.
Yeah, sometimes they're washed with egg, like an egg wash,
Really?
to make them shiny. Yeah.
Well, so what gender is a croissant in French? That's a tough one.
Le croissant, male.
That's right. Because the croissant, like le croissant, the croissant and le mec, which means the guy. It's masculine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've told you this. I never said this thing. You know, this one time I'm going to tell everyone here on LinkedIn and everyone's watching this tonight. I'm going to finish this way because this is a good story. I always like telling a story. And I haven't talked in a while. So here we go. Anyways, to everyone out there, here's a great story, Dom. Don't this.
I love your stories, Jay.
No, this is a great one.
You do. I love them.
I launched a website once.
I've been waiting for this story.
This is a great one. This is a good one. So I launched a website once, and we have to put it into French in Quebec, right? Because you have to start with a French website and then it turns to English. That's the rules in Quebec, and it is what it is, and it's all good. So I get a phone call after we launched the website, and I remember his name was Jesse. Jesse goes, Jay, he's in Quebec. He's like, we got a problem. I said, what? I said, why? I translated the menu or the website. He goes, just because you put la in front of everything, it doesn't make it French. I said,
Well,
I worked for Pepe Le Pew.
To all our friends in Quebec, that was not meant to be offensive, but
No. However, he goes, dude, you can't put love in front of everything. I said, sorry, Jesse. That's what you got.
You were in charge of the translation?
Yeah. was last time too. First and last time.
First and last. Well, how to get out of a job, right? Just do it wrong.
Yeah. How? Well, it wasn't intentional. It was dead serious. So that's a sad thing. Anyways, to everyone else, don't forget next is coming September 8th and 9th to Calgary BMO Center. Dom is running this thing with Kendricks. They are launching something that the industry needs in Western Canada, like you wouldn't believe. And, I'm not going to ask you how many square footage because you probably messed that up. But you know what? It's going to be at the BMO Center. It's one of the most beautiful centers in Western Canada. You're going to have workshops, speakers, food, liquor, beverages, tech, equipment.
Yeah, and competitions, and it's going to be fun. We're
lots of butter.
Lots of butter. Well, now we got to get the dairy board, the Canadian Dairy Commission there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Now, have you worked on your sleepover? I heard about.
That's still in the programming stage. This is something I kind of put wholly on Kendricks's plate. He's in charge of programming and some of those. No idea is a bad idea. We're not going to, flat out rule out anything. We won't do that. Everything will be given its due consideration, Jay. So if people out there have an idea like you did as our ambassador, I would give the everyday listener, watcher a little more weight than the brand ambassador, just because you're kind of biased because you're ambassador, so you think you should get some privileged access to the programming. You don't. I'm sorry, buddy. You just don't. Because again, no idea is a bad idea, but maybe it's a croissant butter dipping contest. Yeah. And I think who's ate the most what's the world record croissant eating? Well, is our guest still in the green room? We should bring him back on and see if he wants to sponsor it, because we need a lot of croissants. Because those, especially if they're really good ones like theirs, they're going to get eaten really, really, really fast.
So, are you kidding me? What's the biggest croissant ever made?
287 kilos. It's probably bigger than that.
No, it's got to be a croissant.
You broke up there. Are you talking about
2.2 kgs?
How many?
2.2.
Oh, I'm sure there's bigger ones than that. 2.2 kilos.
No, it's this. Oh, they make big ones. I remember that. I saw that on TV. Yeah. Anyways, some really bad recipes. Anyways, it was great talking with Nick, and all the best. But so, Dom, we'll see you next in September 8th and 9th in Calgary. And to everyone else, thanks again for tuning in to Late Night Restaurant Show podcast. I think we're a podcast a little bit once in a while.
Yeah,
that's our new slogan. That's our new slogan, Dom. We're not a podcast. We're a podcast sometimes once in a while, a little bit.
When we have cool guests on, we're kind of a podcast.
It's kind of a podcast. That's what we call it now. Kind of podcast.
Nextfoodexpo.com. That's our website. Safecheck1.com. That's my training site, where we offer food handler training along with other stuff. I didn't see us in the intro.
I think you got to blink. It's very subtle.
Yeah. Okay.
You blinked. Anyways, follow Dominic at Dominic I'm a baker once before.com, and we'll enjoy the show later tonight. Here we go. We're gonna roll this outro.
Jay, I'm not a translator.
Jay, not a translator.com.
Yeah, Jay, don't hire me to do your translation.
.com. Here we go. Oops, that's the wrong button. That part.